In this video, you will learn rules to help and what to avoid when writing four-part harmony. Relative motion is the directional relationship between two or more voices. There are four types of relative motion. Similar motion is when voices move in the same direction. Here is a similar motion with two voices. Here is a similar motion with three voices. Contrary motion is when voices move in opposite directions. Oblique motion is when one voice moves while the other remains stationary. Parallel motion is when voices move in the same direction by the same interval. Parallel thirds, parallel fourths, and parallel sixths. The ones to avoid are parallel fifths and parallel octaves. So avoid parallel fifths in four-part harmony. Also avoid parallel octaves in four-part harmony. Why are parallel fifths and octaves avoided in four-part harmony? Because parallel fifths and octaves tend to leave a blank space in the musical texture. It sounds like a voice has disappeared. Here is what parallel fifths sound like in four-part harmony. Do you hear a voice disappearing? Do you hear a loss of individuality between the soprano and the bass parts? The parallel fifth is here. Here it is again. Also avoid direct fifths and octaves, also called hidden fifths and octaves. This happens when the soprano and bass leap in the same direction into a fifth or an octave. It is avoided because it can give the impression of a parallel fifth or an octave. Here is an example of the soprano and bass leaping into an octave. Here is an example of the soprano and bass leaping into a fifth. This is okay because the soprano is not leaping but moving by step. Avoid voice crossing. Watch voice crossing between the alto and the tenor as it is harder to notice. Avoid the augmented second melodically when involved with a chord change. Here is an augmented second in the soprano melodically. To avoid the augmented second melodically, here is the correct way to voice the chord change. If you liked the video, please hit like. If you would like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. You can also leave a comment or a question in the comment section below.